Hey, February and March tend to bring their share of bad weather to this area. We will bring you up to speed on some recent changes to Cone Health's inclement weather policy. Plus, we'll show you a gift, a work of art from a patient. All of those stories and more in the February edition of Code View. No one knows for sure, but we still may have more days like the snowstorm we had in January. That marked the first use of the new Cone Health inclement weather policy. The cornerstone of the policy is that even when the weather is bad, patients still need you to come to work.
We're here for patients, keeping patients safe. We've made a commitment to our community that we will, and this policy supports that. So we encourage our staff to safely get to work during an inclement weather event, and we want them to get here as safe as possible.
Here are 3 changes to keep in mind. Employees are required to remain at their posts until patient assignment or work responsibility can be reassigned. When the inclement weather policy is activated, employees who make a concerted effort to get to work as scheduled will have up to 2 hours before being charged a tardy or partial absence. Employees may be offered overnight accommodations and food service. Employees unable to work must use PAL. You're urged to make arrangements for neighbors or family to care for your children so you can make it to work. Dermatherapy continues gaining attention. More than 50 CEOs, wound care and ostomy nurses, and supply chain managers met at Wesley Long Hospital recently to learn more about therapeutic linens. So many other hospitals are interested in dermatherapy that it was easier to do an entire day of education instead of answering calls one at a time.
Instead of us taking our show on the road and going individually to all these hospitals to share our story, we actually invited everybody here to hear the story together. So it's certainly for our interdisciplinary team that has worked on dermatherapy here, it was actually a lot better use of our time to have everybody come together.
Cone Health is the first in the world to use the dermatherapy bed linens, gowns, and bed pads in hospitals. While the formal opening of North Tower at Moses Cone Hospital remains several months away, another group of employees has already set up shop there. OR Materials Management has moved into the ground floor of North Tower. The group manages more than 5,500 items used in surgeries. The larger space should improve efficiency.
Technologies have advanced. New equipment, new supplies being used in the ORs and by the surgeons. So this space allows us to properly store all the supplies and materials and implants that are needed for the surgeries.
The 8-member team moves $16 million worth of materials every year. Speaking of new spaces, check out the Cardio-Rehab unit at Penn Hospital. The new unit sits near the main entrance of the hospital. Before, machines were set up in 5 different rooms and patients moved room to room.
They're all in one room, all the equipment's all together. We don't have to go from room to room to help them. So it's just a time for togetherness and camaraderie.
This space also allows echocardiograms to be done and read nearby. The unit also has added a nutritionist to help patients with other issues, such as diabetes. Physicians will play larger roles in shaping the future of healthcare, and these are getting a head start. Cone Health is working with the Center for Creative Leadership to create the Physician Leadership Academy.
We recognize that physicians are in the best position to lead other physicians, and that to do so effectively, our physicians need to sharpen their skills in management, operations, and leadership.
The physicians are dedicating 2 days a month for classes over the next 9 months and will take on a healthcare improvement project as part of the academy. Patients using the pediatric gym at Cone Health Outpatient Rehabilitation Center on Church Street can thank a patient for the colorful woodland scene on the wall. Kate Mitchell has been in therapy since kindergarten. For her senior project, she thought of the center.
I researched artwork in hospitals, and I learned that nature is very therapeutic.
And of course, she got an A for her project.
Calling us beyond our aloneness and security, definitions and boundaries.
Islamic, Christian, Jewish, and Hindu prayers helped open the new chapel at Wesley Long Hospital. The chapel is on the second floor near the Education Center. Among the features, an artwork made of layered glass and the only arched windows at Wesley Long Hospital.
We have the window here, which the construction crew did an amazing job on, and I asked if we could have an arched window, and because it was square originally, and they kind of looked at it and thought, well, I don't know if we can do that, and then they did it, and I think it's a really wonderful feature.
The old chapel on the hospital's main floor is being removed as part of a project to make it easier for visitors to get around on the hospital's first floor. That's it for this edition of Code View. I'm Doug Allred, and I'll see you next month.